think that he's going to fix that, because foreign investors might just say, let's sit on the fence and see what these Nigerian people are going to do, or how the situation will pan out in Nigeria.
Yes, Nancy, you are absolutely correct. And the reality, then if people are not engaged, and that ends around the end of October, beginning of November, that kind of time. And I think that uncertainty is also something that is going to play on the mind of those investors. However, the truth of the matter is that the economy a lot of clarity on the monetary policy, the foreign exchange policy position of the CBN. Now, when people invest money, they will obviously like to see those returns and be able to take those returns out of the country. Now, it doesn't matter who the president is in a way. If an investor cannot, I think that in some ways the process of the election petition tribunal, while it is very important, the trajectory of foreign exchange policy is even. There are so many things to talk about.
So many things to talk about, and they are really hitting me now left in the middle of a fiscal crisis, as it were. Is it fiscal crisis? Though the government will say, okay, no, it's a revenue problem they have, but a lot of people will say you have a revenue problem, you have a spending problem.
But we also have an expenditure problem. So, and the nature of the problem is this: the money we do have, what do we spend it for? That's the question. So it's not just an expenditure problem, or that you don't have enough money. Yes, you don't have enough money, and you could do with more money. Actually, Nigeria's government spending as a percentage of GDP is on the low side, compared to other countries. But the problem, and what we continue to run into is that the money that Nigeria does indeed spend, we don't spend that well at all. So a lot of money is going to fuel subsidies, for example. A lot of money is also going into a bloated personnel cost, right? That takes up a large chunk of Nigeria's non-debt recurrent expenditure. Now, fixing those two planks will free up additional resources to use in other areas like delivering healthcare and delivering education, particularly at primary school level, because 25% of Nigerian children aged 7 to 14 do not have foundational reading and numeracy skills. That is of course to bring in foreign investment into the country. Now, when you bring in foreign investment and then you are able to tax that in a reasonable and a sensible way, then you are then able to raise government revenues, because there will be employment generated, and from that employment you then apply a modest and reasonable tax, and then as more people are getting into work, you can then increase your tax revenue. And the truth of the matter is that the only real way out for Nigeria is investment-led growth. The time of national resource-led growth, may be running into a lot of issues now because of the fact that a lot of the oil boom has gone, and how people spend money on material. However, by bringing in this foreign investment and getting people to work, then we can the revenue position can then.
Okay, Joachim, just like you said, we can on and on about this topic. We can really stick here for the whole day, and we will not run out of ideas, we will not run out of questions. What I've always said, especially when I moderate these high-level panel sessions among governors and all of that, everyone knows the problem. We also know the solutions, but how do we now get to that? That's where the wahala is. Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much, Joachim. We'll talk soon. Let's see how the next few days will look like, and definitely we'll talk again soon. So have a great week, Joachim.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
All right, I've been speaking with Joachim Makebong. He's the senior governance analyst at STERS Insight. We've been looking at expectations from the incoming government. Please send your comments, your opinions to our social media handles on Facebook, on Twitter, and other social media handles. Just before we go, we have pictures from the location where the refinery will be commissioned. So those are pictures that we have right there for you. you. So Dangote refinery would be inaugurated today. Dignitaries are arriving for the inauguration of 650,000 barrels per day Dangote refinery. I did mention at the beginning of the program that we're seeing this just a few days to the end of this administration. Will this indeed be a game changer? The next few months will tell us so. Perhaps after this, we'll now begin to see activities from the refinery. Will this make us really self-sufficient? A lot of analysts have said, would it really impact price? But we'll continue to look at this. President Buhari, we're also being told that President Buhari has arrived at the venue. So look out today. We'll get to see what happens. All right. That's it. That's the end of the program today. I hope we kept you company. If we did not, at least we'll try small. Join us tomorrow, on this channel. I'll be